Does man not see that we created him from a drop of fluid? And now he has become a declared adversary. He thought about giving, look, it is the greatest by day. This is it. He thought about providing an example of our incapacity. Okay, forgetting his own creation. And who brings the bones back to life once they have turned to dust? Say, the one who created them the first time will bring them back to life. And he knows himself perfectly in all creation. Glory be to God, okay? He who has made for you fire from the green trees. And here it is, that it is from this fire that you light your braziers. It's very surprising, this verse that comes. One wonders what this verse is doing here. And there is a secret. I do not know it. But glory be to God, the most great. He who has made for you fire from the green trees. And behold, it is from this fire that you light your braziers. So, necessarily, there is a connection with this example that the sperm cell provides as an illustration of God's incapacity. Therefore, there is a message, but I do not know it. And what he is, he who created the heavens and the earth, is incapable of creating something of their kind. So if God says it, it is because he does it. Otherwise, he does not say it. At the very least, God, yes, you recreate something that resembles what I have created, you do. I do it. I do what I want. Did I not create you the first time? Why could I not create you as many times as I want? I do what I want. It is my creation. But we know, as the little sperm we are, we say no. We say no, no. Why? Logically, one should say yes. God created me once. He can create me as many times as he wants, and he does what he wants if he wants to. Rebirth me into another species. Moreover, as God himself says, I am not sure if it is not in chapter 30, verse 6. God, if I wanted, I would resurrect you. Thus I would reincarnate you into a species, the most vile. He said you could return to the first state. You could evolve. So if God says it, it is because he has the ability to do so first. Kun fayakun. All right. And it's because he does it. Otherwise he wouldn't say it. Oh, if he is the supreme creator and the perfect knower, it is enough for him. When he wants something to say be, for it to become real. Kun fayakun. Subhanallah. To him who holds in his hand the absolute kingdom of all things, and to whom you will return. This is just for those who might want to reflect on reincarnation, because, as I told you, I think it is time to talk about it. To speak of this reality, we have already spoken about it. Alhamdulillah. Glory and purity be to God, Lord and Master of the heavens, the earth, and all that is between them. But I believe that we must talk about it until certainty comes to us. Because believe me, this will change both the course of history and the history of each one of us. Once we become aware that God recreates, and renews his creation, we will no longer have the same perspective as we do today, in which we have been placed. In fact, you die. You have judged yourself. Hell or paradise? Hell, it is here. Hell. When God says, indeed, we draw near to hell, you can see that hell is getting closer. People are going completely crazy. We see things. I'm fed up with watching things. You know, it goes beyond the level of beasts. We hear things, we see things. It's completely crazy. And we can clearly see that everything is accelerating. In fact, evil is accelerating too. Evil is speeding up every day. We have it. You see, I'm not even talking about the globe. Here, it's thousands of acts. People go completely crazy. And God will bring us closer to paradise once hell is filled. So I think that means that once we reach a stage in the world we live in to speak only of this world. Okay? When hell is filled, we will have reached a point of no return. And will have arrived at the peak. We will have reached the summit of human filth. This means that hell will be brought very close, 2001, and God will bring forth a land that no one has tread upon. And they will enter, the people who will be under the mercy of the Eternal. From the Eternal of hosts. So, there you go. This is what I think about all of this today. Who will give thanks today? Who will desire a pure worship to God? Who will access this paradise nearby, while hell is also drawing near? Those who stay in hell because they feel comfortable there. There are people who feel good, and their soul tells them we are well here, and then don't worry, nothing can happen to us. This is our home, it is our dwelling, and God will renew his creation, and others will come out of this hell to enter the paradise beneath which rivers flow. And may God make us a part of it. May our end be a happy end. And verse 60:10 and verse 4:20 speaks very clearly to me about the ability that God has to recreate his creation. Like this, it's not a problem. And yet, the little spermatozoon wants to show an example to God of its incapacity.